That takes us to 14 minutes before 8. You're listening to the morning edition on CBC Radio 1 in Saskatchewan. Well, $1 million idea is coming to life at the University of Saskatchewan. Brett Wilson is coming back to Saskatoon to open the Centre for Entrepreneurial Excellence today. The place is named after him, after the Dragon's Den star made a big donation to the university. We asked the morning edition's Jennifer Cannell to investigate, and she's here in the Saskatoon studio. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning.
So what's the big idea with this centre?
Well, the whole idea, I think, got started last spring with Grant Isaac. He's the dean at the U of S School of Business. And he thinks about it and goes, well, okay, we have some pretty prominent alumni. Brett Wilson's one of them. He used to go to U of S. So Grant Isaac goes to him and says, hey, what do you think of putting this entrepreneurial centre on campus? Brett Wilson goes, yeah, okay, cool idea. Here's $1 million. Go for it.
There you go.
Yeah, the U of S officials kind of look over the proposal, and they gave the green light earlier this year. And Sanj Singh has been hired to be the director. So he's kind of the guy who's setting this place up, getting it running. And I recently caught up with him and asked, exactly what is the centre supposed to do?
Well, we have a very simple philosophy, and mission is to inspire entrepreneurial excellence. And so our belief is that innovation can happen anywhere, in any form, and by anyone. And so for that to happen, we must cover every student on campus. It doesn't matter if it's undergrad, master's students, PhD students, or even postdocs. And so based on that, we provide entrepreneurial teaching classes, minors, that are available in engineering, ag bioresource, kinesiology, arts and science, and then we have a stream in the Edwards School of Business for entrepreneurship. And then next year, nutrition. College of Nutrition will also have an entrepreneurial minor. So with those colleges, we almost cover 70 to 80% of students on campus with entrepreneurship classes.
A strange concept, eh? I'm not even familiar with the idea of taking classes in entrepreneurship.
Well, yeah, you can have a minor in German, you can have a minor in biology, or a minor in entrepreneurship.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when does it start?
Well, instructors have already started teaching some classes, and in market research, human resources, and the instructors say it's kind of cool because in these classes you get engineers sitting next to business majors, sitting next to ag students, sitting next to art students.
Good mix.
Yeah, and the whole idea is meet people and collide with people who are outside your regular area of study. So Sanj Singh figures, it's not professors on campus who are generating the most sort of creative, innovative stuff. The best ideas are coming from grad students and from undergrads. So he says making their ideas a reality will really help build this university's reputation.
And it already has a reputation for business and a focus on business. So how does all this tie in? How does it all fit together?
And yeah, you kind of wonder, okay, well, like even looking at the promotional materials for this entrepreneurial center, they say, okay, our mission is to inspire excellence in entrepreneurship in every student on the U of S campus. Okay, that's kind of a tall order, like every student. I mean, I'm someone who, for example, when I went to university, I focused way more on liberal arts. And I guess I kind of also questioned the push to commercialize all this thinking and learning that when you're a student that you're doing on campus. So I asked Sanj Singh, is the idea to make every student an entrepreneur?
No, I don't think that every student, and I think if you ask a definition of entrepreneur, you're going to have, ask 10 people, you'll have 10 different definitions. What we're looking to do is encourage a mindset of innovative thinking. One of the issues in the marketplace is that entrepreneurs are considered as people who start businesses or are risk takers. In fact, that's probably furthest from the truth. Entrepreneurship is really about innovative thinking, and then coupling that with disciplined action. And you see that in expert entrepreneurs out there. And that can happen within an existing business. You're seeing it happen in social settings, what we call social entrepreneurship. And these are initiatives where profit isn't the main goal, but they're using entrepreneurial principles of business and management to enact social change. You see this in the African nations where companies are being set up to deliver drugs. We had a huge event here about a couple of weeks ago about Bicycles for Humanity, where they're delivering bicycles to Namibia to enable capacity building and enable transportation to encourage trade and for people to have a livelihood so they can feed their children, educate their children, and have a better life. So I think in terms of entrepreneurship, it's about innovative thinking and then teaching them how to take disciplined action. And those two combined would lead to excellence.
So excellent entrepreneurship doesn't always mean making money?
No, but what it does mean is how do you gather strategic resources and how do you articulate and weave a vision that captivates and motivates people and leads a change and takes advantage of an opportunity that's there. So no, not necessarily. There's a lot of institutions out there that making money is not their issue, deploying resources and making changes. Yeah.
Seems to be saying it's more about creativity, thinking outside the box, that kind of thing.
Well, and the way you put people together and you put your pitch together, no matter what your goal sort of is.
So aside from letting students pick entrepreneurship as a minor, which sounds intriguing enough, does this center do anything else?
Well, this week you're going to hear a lot about them all over Saskatoon because of something called the I-Cubed Challenge. It's an idea challenge, and the whole idea is to imagine and invent and innovate. Those are our 3 I's. So remember a week or 2 on the show, we heard about students who were competing for some FaceTime with Brett Wilson. And Brett Wilson, well, he's, millionaire.
The Dragon's Den.
He's, all over the Dragon's Den. And he's at the point in his life where he's had a whole whack of successful business ventures. And he can kind of sit back now and decide what does he want to do with all the millions and millions of dollars he's sitting on. And a lot of times he will say, yep, I'm good with investing in that. Or no, you need to go back and rethink this. So tonight they've narrowed sort of the groups we heard about a few weeks ago on this show down to about 3. And they're coming to this big pitch party tonight at Prairie Land Exhibition Park. About 500 people have actually RSVP'd, so it's going to be big.
It's a big party.
Yeah, a lot of people in the audience. So each of these student groups gets 2 minutes to make its case. Then the members of the group take questions.
Just in front of everyone at the...
Wow. At about 8:30 tonight. They then take questions from Brett Wilson and 5 other businesswomen from Saskatoon that are standing in as dragons.
Okay, dragonettes.
Yes.
So who made the cut?
Well, we heard from Monique Hawkinson and her brothers, and they were talking about a new way for scientists to zero in on diseases using computer databases. Then there was Dayton and Delaney Bonish, and they actually have this idea for having a student-run limo service where all the proceeds would go to charity. And then the last group that made the cut was Brandon Hicks and Chris Reed, and they figured out this new way to create some sort of building material out of plant fibers and recycled products. And they figure skateboarders, especially longboarders, are really going to like it because you can make a really flexible board out of this recycled wood. So yeah, that's tonight at Prairie Land Park. Brett Wilson and the Dragons picking 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And there's actually going to be similar competitions, but stretching out over the next few months. So we're waiting for more details on those to come.
All right. And I understand you've set something up for me to talk with Brett Wilson himself, the dragon himself.
FaceTime.
Yeah. All right. What can we pitch, Jen?
Well, I should probably get back to you on that.
All right. We'll go for breakfast and set up a business meeting after the show.
I like it.
All right. CBC's Jennifer Cannell in our Saskatoon studio. And you'll hear from Brett Wilson, the man himself, tomorrow on the Morning Edition. So make sure you're listening.